Alright, you lot, how's it going? I'm having a little bit of a play around with this exhaust manifold on here now, trying to get it to seal. That's where it was leaking there, on that one. I don't know what number that is. It's either one off, I don't know, where's on the left anyway. The rest were fine, no leakage on any of those ones whatsoever. I put a bolt there to hold the manifold out. I had to disconnect the oil feed and everything to get it to come back. I couldn't undo those nuts, so I had to do that. Take off the air conditioning compressor. You can see on the old gasket that's where it was leaking, so I've got a new gasket and I've got some of that. I'm going to put some fire putty. I don't know whether it's going to be any good, but I'm going to put some on that anyway, just for good measure. But what I've got to try and do is that top one, you can't see it because it's all black at the minute, but the top stud, that's the one that's stripped out. So I'm going to have to try and tap that and find a bigger bolt or something to put in there, and hopefully that's what's causing the leak, because it don't do up. So yeah, we'll see how far we get. Bloody nightmare. I hate working on cars, absolutely despise it. We'll see. Got your wire brush to brush away all the soot, and we'll see how it goes. I've got it mostly back together now. Mostly, the manifold is back on. I just got to tighten that nut up before I forget. I managed to get one undone. My original plan was to take the turbo from the manifold and take the manifold off completely and take it away and clean it all. But because I couldn't undo them three nuts, I had to leave the manifold on the turbo. I couldn't be bothered to take everything off. I did have to undo the oil feed, but so it's all on. All the studs are tight now, including the dodgy one and the one underneath it, which is also slightly dodgy. They're all tight. I put a bit of sealer around the dodgy part. The rest of it weren't leaking, so I didn't bother sealing the rest of it. I've only sealed the part which is the part that always leaks. So I've got to put the air conditioning pump back on, belt back on, the radiator hose which is bent over here, hook that back up, put that other hose which runs along there back on, and then we're good for a start up to see whether it's going to be any difference. I've also turned the actuator a little bit for a bit less boost, try and stop the over boosting issue that we got, but too much power. I tell you what, when BMW and Land Rover come together and made this, they made a really good car and a bloody brilliant engine, but they didn't think about people working on it, that's for sure. Trying to get to them studs underneath is a pain in the arse and everything's in the way. But there we go. So let's put the rest of it back together and we'll give it a start and see if we still have our leak or not. Well, it's all back together now, minus the belt. I've had a good old munch out on some pancakes and biscuits. Love it. That old socket set come in handy, thank you very much there, Mr. Glynn. But the only thing I can't get back together is I can't get the belt back on. I don't know what's the matter with it, but it won't go back on again. It came off easily. All I've done was undid the air conditioning compressor, tipped it forward, belt come off. But now I can't get it back on. I've got a bit of wood in there because I was trying to push the tensioner all the way as far as it will go to give me enough tension, but the belt just won't go on. I can't get enough tension. I can't get enough slack to put the belt on. So probably going to leave it for today and come back to it tomorrow. But it's all back together. Hopefully it's not going to leak now, with any luck. No one likes a leak, do they? And if it ain't leaking, I'll clean everything up, clean all the engine bay again, and go from there. Alright then, you lot, I've packed it up for the day now, put it back together. It's just gone 6 o'clock, so I thought go in and have a wash and relax for the rest of the evening. See if I can get some work done on the computer, get that sorted out, and I'll come back at that tomorrow. I think that's what I'll have to do. Try try and get that belt on. I thought the hardest thing was going to be getting the manifold off. That was bloody easy compared to getting that bloody belt back on again. Usually you just put a thing on the tensioner, push it out the way, put the belt on and let the tensioner go, and poof, there it goes. But for some reason I can't get it on. I've had enough. Too bloody hot. Alright, you lot, I'm all clean and fresh now, so yeah, quite a bit of dirt on my nose. I was having a shower and I was thinking, you know, about the day and everything, and I realised I didn't explain to you the whole situation with why I can't get the belt on. Now the reason well, usually you take the fan off, the Viscous fan, because then you can get to the tensioner to put it down with, you know, put a socket on it and get it down. I can't find me fan removal tools. So you can, there's it's like a little tool thing. There's 2 spanners usually. You can use one, but I've got 2. I bought them from Paddock Spares a while back, a few years back. I can't find them anywhere, and I can't get the Viscous fan off without them. I probably could do it with another spanner and hit it with a hammer or something and give it a shock and get it off. But I can't find the tools. The tool to get that Viscous fan off, them tools make it a hell of a lot easier, because you get one on there that hold it and you put the other one on there and there you go, hit it with a hammer to the left, because it's a left-handed thread or right-handed thread, whatever. You hit it to the left and poof, round it goes. Take it under the nut, take the fan off, and then you can get right in there and take that off. I thought I didn't explain that. You lot probably would be thinking, well, just take the bloody fan off. Well, I can't. Well, I'm going to try and find the tools. If I can't find them, I'll have to buy another couple of fan removal tools. It's one of them tools, you know, I think they're about 20 quid from Paddocks. I think they're about 20 quid from Paddocks back then. Hopefully they'll be the same now. They're one of them sets of tools where you buy them and you won't really use them that often, but you've got them. So when you do need to use them, you've got to go and get them out, and it makes the job a lot easier. And once I can get that Viscous fan off, then I can get in there, plenty of room to get to the tensioner to put that belt back on. Yeah, I thought better explain that, because some of you will be going, just take the bloody fan off, for goodness sake. Yeah, ain't quite that easy when you've lost the tools. Anyway, I'll catch you probably tomorrow when I do some more stuff. How's it going, you lot? So I'm working on this. I've got the old Viscous fan off. It's down there. Got that off, so now I can get to the tensioner, and I've tightened it. Took me a little while, because even with the tensioner fully all the way left, you know, so there's no tension, not even touching the belt. Belt's even, then it was still too tight to get over the air conditioning pulley. That's the highest one. So I used a screwdriver, got it under it and levered it up. And so yeah, I've got the belt back on. And all I've got to do is put the fan back on, and then we can give it a start up and see what it's like. And hopefully my exhaust won't leak anymore, but I won't see that when it's just ticking over. That only happens when it's driving, so I'll go for a test drive later and see whether it leaks or not. Ooh, sweet. Love it. I still haven't put any more, topped up the cooling yet, but I can do that. I can do that, that's no problem. Make sure everything's alright first, make sure I put everything back together alright before we go messing around. Seems alright to me. I'll do that on. Nice. So I'll put the screw everything back on, and then I'll go for a test drive. Righty tighty. We're coming on a little journey now. Just gone down the road. Temperatures staying at the right place. Heating's coming out hot. Kind of. Yeah, it's warm. Might have a little bit of air in it still, but it's alright. Not that one. Yeah, that's hot. I'm gonna call that hot. I know it says temperature, but it ain't. I've literally just come like a mile down the road. So I'm gonna call that hot. Let's go and have a look. And have a look at the engine, make sure everything's alright there. Trying to do this with one hand. Got that vibrating now. Can't see any leaks now. Hole inside. That's alright. I'll sort out that bolt on there. Oil ain't leaking, which is good. I'm a bit afraid that might leak. I've got a leak on that oil return pipe there still. Only a little one at the moment, hopefully that'll be alright. Oh well, got to sort out that bolt on that cover, stop that vibrating. And then all I've got to do then is the suspension, which is going to be a pain in the arse. Look at all this rubbish around here. More fly tipping has been picked up. There's a towel. Or is it someone's jumper? Might be someone's jumper. Oh well. Yeah, I've got to do the suspension because it's still squeaking. I think it's the ball joints. Somewhere. I'm going to have to try and work out what it is. And I can repair it. But we'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. I've got a couple of requests I've got to do. Oh look, someone's been on the gas. Someone's been on the gas. There's a lot of people on the gas around here. Look at that. A lot of people on, a lot of drugs around here. A lot of them for some reason. It's weird. You wouldn't think there would be, but there are. I've got to fix the compressor on this as well. And I've got to do the water pump, the water pump, the belt, the tensioners and the guides on my van. Woo! Plenty of videos coming up. If you want to see any like sort of how to do things, someone's already asked me how to take the Viscous fan off, because I think I told you in this video, I think I did. I couldn't find the tools. It's quite difficult without the tool to hold it. Well, I think it is. I know some people don't use that holding tool, they just hit the fan with a hammer or put a spanner on it. It's not easy with that tool. So I'm going to do a video on how to take the Viscous fan off with them tools, and I'll put a link to where I bought mine from. Some of them tools, I looked them up because obviously I bought a new set because I couldn't find. I found the 32mm spanner, but I couldn't. Well, I think it's 32mm, the big spanner, but I couldn't find the little holding thing, which is the thing I really needed. They come as a pair. I couldn't find it anywhere, so obviously I had to buy a new one. I bought it from Paddocks in the end for 25 quid, the set, the pair. You can buy them ones from Flat Dog, I think they're called. They're no good. The holes don't line up. Well, at least they didn't when I got them. The holes didn't line up, so they were no good. Or you could, some of them, I looked on Amazon, £117 some people were charging just for these two spanners, the holding thing and the spanner. Bloody hell, go to Paddock Spares, get the set of them, good quality ones. I'll show you the ones I've got in another video, for 25 quid. Obviously you got to pay the delivery, so just do that. Anyway, so I'm going to do a video on that, on purely how to take the Viscous fan off, and what tools, the tool things. But anyway, if you want to know how to do anything that I've done, and you know, how did you do that or whatever, just ask me and I'll make a video on it. I'll probably do an instructional video on how to change the water pump on the van, a Renault Traffic 2-litre engine. I might do a video on that just for fun, because I've been doing it anyway, so I might as well video it. Might help someone out. If I can help someone out, I'm happy then, aren't I? Yeah, what I'm not looking forward to doing is the suspension ball joints on this, because I just hate doing anything like that, because you've got to press it out. They're always stuck in. I ain't got to press, so I have to use a hammer and a blowtorch and all that. It's going to be a nightmare. I'm not looking forward to it. I might just spray grease on it, keep spraying grease until they fall apart, but if they fall apart and I'm going down the motorway, that ain't no good, is it? Yeah. Oh well, thanks for watching everyone. and I know this video's been a bit topsy-turvy because I started filming it about a week ago and now I've finished it today. But hey ho, that's the way it goes, dudes. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll definitely see you on the next one.